Every person working in IT industry will understand what is technology debt. It's going on the shortcut today, trying to cut the cost, trying to write the bad code, or trying to use least technology, but in the future, it will give you very, very negative result. Did you know there is something similar in the sales? Did you know there is the reflection of this in your organization, in your sales department, and I call it sales debt. It's when you cut in the shortcuts, it's when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it's when you only focus on one thing, let's say your network, to grow your organization. And then in the future, it will give you very, very negative result. Today, I will explain you what is the sales debt and, more important, what can you do to avoid this. So guys, I want to talk about really uncomfortable subject today. The subject that is existing in most of the founders' head, but they don't want to talk about this aloud. Let me give you a very specific case scenario. There is the founder, he running organization, he thinks everything is okay. He getting the client, he is comfortable, he's getting the clients from his friend, he's getting clients from his network, he's getting the clients from his existing clients. He's kind of okay with everything what is going, but he is not peaceful. He is not really happy. The reason is that most of those founders, they understand this source of flow of the client, it can run out every single minute. What I mean, your network will eventually finish. Your clients will stop referring you another client eventually. And when this situation happens, the company is in the deep problem. So today's video is specifically about this problem. I will show you how the sales debt is building up in your organization. I will show you how you can define, do you have a problem with this? Is this existing at the organization or not? And then we will move to the part where we kind of will be brainstorming together how you can avoid this or how you can remove if this situation apply to your business. So guys, let's start with a recognition if this problem actually existed in your organization. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Guys, if you have no sales department, if you have a no sales process, if you only getting your clients from your personal network, if you're getting clients only from your referrals, I can guarantee you that you have a sales debt. Now, let me go a little bit deeper and show if this is really appearing in your organization. So I will do it based on the other examples. As you probably might know, I've been doing the sales or helping IT organization last 7 years. I help the organization from Vietnam, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Japan. And it's for me extremely easy to recognize if the company has a sales debt and what is kind of the level of this, because there are different levels. There could be very early stage, there could be very deep shit state where the organization will have a lot of problems. So first of all, you know already, you ask yourself a few questions. If you have a sales department, if you have a sales process, if you only generate leads on your network, friends, family, or it's your clients only come from the existing clients, okay? Then you have a first signal that you have a sales debt. But how deep it is, you can answer yourself if, let's say we have a discussion and you telling me that, hey, Adam, our organization is really good. We don't have a sales department, but we have these few people. If you give them leads, they will close any lead. And this is already high level of having a sales debt. Let me explain you why. This is the mental sales debt. When you say like that, you strongly believe that your team is amazing. You have already some kind of process or some kind of unique knowledge that allowed you to close the deals. And this is not true. There is most of the time this perception in the founder's head or in the organization member head that they can close any deal because all deals came from their network. All deals came from their clients. That means the trust was already there. You didn't have to go build the trust. You didn't have to do the discovery. You didn't have to be going through the professional sales process as you usually do. You just went there, you've been there, and you just closed the deal because actually this deal was pre-closed. Why this is very deep problem here? Because this is the usually mindset problem, and those are the most difficult to change. I can tell you even further what will happen. These organizations, when they have this kind of belief, one day they will get idea. Hey, we are quite good with our technology. Let's get some marketing agency that will give us leads. We are also very good with closing those leads. So then we can scale our business. And you know what happened? They go into one marketing agency and nothing. The leads came in and we cannot close. So what is the verdict? This marketing agency is shitty. Let's go to another marketing agency. Same thing, another shitty marketing agency. Okay, let's hire business development representative. Hire business development representative. After 6 months, nothing happened. This guy is shitty. And this story will happen over and over again until the moment that the company realize that it's not everybody else are shitty. Your process doesn't exist. You don't know how to sell. You don't know how to close the client. And if you realize that, you are in the good position, okay, to start the change. But you also understand you have the huge sales debt to pick up. I want to give you another two important elements that will help you easily define how deep sales depth is in your organization. So imagine right now, I asking you, hey, what is different about your company? Why the client buying from you? I give you 2 seconds to answer. If your answers are, we have a good quality, we are cheaper, or we are just generally better than other because we have this magic formula. If you cannot tell me exactly what is the magic formula, if you just name that you are cheaper, that your quality is better, I can tell you that you don't have a unique selling point and your sales depth is quite deep already. Additionally, if you ever been in the situation that you blame the market condition, that you blame AI, that you blame the God, whoever else, that means your sales depth is really deep already. So guys, let's move to the last part. What we can do when we realize already that we have a sales depth. So first, the most important thing, if you got to this point and you realized it, congratulations guys, it's beautiful because you understand already what is the problem and you can start acting on the problem. The worst case scenario is when the people don't see, they still blaming, they still trying to figure out their own way. But when you admit it, congratulations. Then you can move to the step number two. Step number two is go to the foundation. Think who is your ideal client profile. Choose only one. Think what is unique about your company. When we doing this with our client, we have three exercises to go through those exercises to figure out what is unique about the company. Why we have three exercises? Because it's freaking difficult. I will be not lying to you. It is difficult and it's not so right away you will have the answer. If you're starting from scratch, if this is something new for you, it will take a time. Okay, so first you know who is the client, what we sell to them, then the next, how we package it. Unique service offering. We all working in IT industry. We all selling project based, staff augmentation, time and material, offshore development center. We all do the same stuff, but how you package it, how you offer to this client, how you show the guarantees, how you prove to the client that this is the right solution for them. What is the business model behind this? All of that. This is your unique packaging, and you need to have it because if you just want to go to the client and hope they will buy it from you because you are amazing, most likely it will not work. You need to have all those elements. You need to know who is the client. You need to know what is unique about you. You need to know what you sell to them. So then you can convince them, you can show them, hey, this is your problem. This is what I do. This is why we are fit. Next thing, what you need to consider when you have all of those three elements, how you reach to those clients, what you say to them. Do you call them? Do you email them? How you decide about that? If you call them, email them, or LinkedIn them, it's based on who is your client. If you understand who is your client, who is their avatar persona, you will understand deeply how you should reach them. Guys, those are the minimum foundations you need to have. Those are the minimum foundation you need to start with. And extremely important element. Don't hope that you will do it first time right. You don't have to be actually first time right. And to be honest with you, when we work with our client, we don't tell them, hey, we are wizards and we know what is good for your client. What we do, we create the system that allowed us to check. Okay, this is our unique selling point. This is our client. Let's go and test it. And we have a system that allowed us quickly test it, learn, and if it doesn't work, we quickly change. What is important in this system? You need to measure everything. You need to know what is actually converting or not. But this is the subject for a completely different video. So guys, there are 3 key elements for you to understand. First of all, admit if you have a sales dev. Run quick survey, answer the question what I just asked you, and you will know. Second, go to the foundation, design all element I told you. And the last but not least, run it in sales outbound campaigns. Don't do marketing campaigns because it will take you too much time. It will cost you too much money. Sales outbound campaign, they give you the fastest feedback. I mean, you can learn really fast from those, especially when you reach to the client and you can talk directly with them. So you will understand what is the problem very, very deeply. If you want to understand how we build the sales process or the so-called system that we use to test our assumption, our ideal client profile and other information, I have another video about that and you can see link below. And to all the guys who do not have a sales dev, please leave a comment. Have you ever went through the sales dev and how you realize about this? Because every company is starting somewhere and I'm really curious to hear your feedback down in the comment. Thank you so much guys and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.